Welcome to this video walkthrough where I will demonstrate how to use Read and Write on a Chromebook so students can have the web read directly to them. Now before we get started, every student in the district has access to Read and Write. Every student can install the extension and then use the free version of the Chrome extension to have the web or Google documents read back to them. So with that, let's get started. Now the first thing we need to do is head to the Chrome Web Store. We can head to chromewebstore.google.com, and then in the top right hand corner we can search for Read and Write. Once we're here, we can click Add to Chrome, and students will be able to add that extension to their Google Chrome browser. Once the extension is installed, we won't be able to see it immediately. They can click on the little puzzle icon, and then they can pin that extension, and that will make it viewable directly in their browser. With that extension installed, now we can head to a Google document or head to the web to have content read back to us directly on the Chromebook. Let's do that next. So now I'm in a Google document and I might have this letter that I'm reading for a history class that I'm in. To be able to use Read-Write to have this content read back to me, the first thing I can do is click on the small Read-Write extension and the toolbar will drop down. If we don't see the entire toolbar immediately, you may see a small RW appearing in the document or on the web, and we can click that little drop-down menu to have everything appear. Every student has access to the free version of Read-Write, which allows them to highlight text and have it played back, and they can pause that text at any moment that they like. Students with the full or premium version of Read-Write will have access to more premium features, but every student has access to the basic reading function. To take advantage of Read-Write, what I will do is highlight a passage on my screen, go to the toolbar in Read-Write and tap play.
While confined here in the Birmingham City Jail, I came across your recent statement calling my present activities unwise and untimely.
I can pause that at any time, hit play, and pick back up where I left off. Now what we can also do is go into the settings of Read-Write to modify the pace of the reading and the voice. To get into the settings of Read-Write, students can tap on the small triple dots icon in the top right-hand corner when the extension is active. And then we can get into the settings of the extension. When we're in the settings tab, we can select the voice, and there's a number of voices students can choose from. We can select the speed of the readback. I'll pick that speed back up a little bit just as a personal preference. We can also turn on and off continuous reading. If you turn off continuous reading, Read-Write will stop after each sentence. If we leave continuous reading on, Read-Write will continue on indefinitely until the student pauses or stops the function. Those are the basic functions of having text on the screen read back to the student. Now we can also have students do this on the web. I'll jump to an article on a website and demonstrate how Read-Write can be used there as well. If a teacher was asking a student to read a web-based article in their class, they can still use Read-Write. So here we are on boston.com. I'm going to tap on the Read-Write Chrome extension, wait for the tool to load, and then it will open up directly in the browser. I can highlight a passage that I'd like read back to me, or simply put my cursor at the start of a sentence and then click Read-Write. What I'm going to do is highlight this paragraph, click play,
This Rudolph will not be leading his pals Blitzen, Dasher, Dancer, Vix,
and it will read through that content for me. So those are the basic readback functions. Now Read-Write also has the capacity, as students are typing, to read the content they're typing as a second check to make sure that their typed content makes sense when it's read out loud. So let me demonstrate that process in a Google document. Now here I am in a blank Google document, and students have the ability to go to the settings of Read-Write, triple dots, settings, and here we have speak as I type, and students can select to speak each individual word or speak that sentence back when they're done typing. So I've selected speak on each sentence. I will click save and then begin typing my idea.
Here is my first sentence that Read and Write will read back to me.
So that's an option that students can turn on. Additionally, there's a translation function, and if students go to the triple dots and settings, Notice we have an embedded translation ability where they can pick any language where the text on the screen will be automatically translated when it's selected. So I'll leave this in Spanish as the setting. Let's go back to our original letter that we were reading. And if I highlight a word, correspondence, for example, and I go to the translate function directly in Read&Write, that word will appear. I can play that word back.
Correspondence.
And play it back in the language where I've selected my translation.
Correspondencia. Correspondiente.
So that's built into the basic settings, triple dots, settings, and we're just going to stay on the speech page and make all of our adjustments. Again, students have the ability to install Read&Write on their own and take advantage of all of these free settings. I hope this video helps you and your students, and please let me know if you have any questions.